I'm Cher Safran with Share Wisdom Network and host of the Nautilus Awards Author Spotlight Series. Now celebrating 20 years of honoring better books for a better world, Nautilus Book Awards continues this important mission forward to spotlight visionary books that co-create a better world and more positive future. The Nautilus Awards embraces books from a wide spectrum of the publishing industry, which radiate hope and wisdom, inspiring and connecting our lives as individuals, communities, and planetary citizens. This is a vast and crucial conversation, now more than ever. The Author Spotlight series offers opportunity to increase the volume and visibility of the authors' voices as found in these empowering Nautilus award-winning books. Author Dede Ranahan is with us here today, sharing insights from her Nautilus award-winning book, Sooner Than Tomorrow, A Mother's Diary About Mental Illness, Family, and Everyday Life, which won the Gold Award in the Memoir and Personal Journey self-published category. Let me introduce to you our author for today. Dede Ranahan is a mother, grandmother, and longtime mental health advocate. She authored an award-winning book for young girls, established the Institute for Mental Illness Education on the Cal State Hayward campus in 2001, served as the WALK director for the first NAMI, National Alliance on Mental Illness WALK, in San Francisco, acted as policy director for the Mental Health Services Act, Prop 63 for NAMI, California, and organized a community support group for families who have members coping with serious mental illness. She says, in trying to help our loved ones, we need to help ourselves. We need to know we're not alone. Dede, it is such a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you, Cher. It's great to be with you.
Your book is so poignant. I was talking with you right before this video began, and it has touched my heart personally, and it is so inspiring. And I'm very, very grateful to you for your willingness to share your story. That is a story of far too many, but you share it in the most unique way. Why did you share your story as a diary?
I began my diary as I was about to turn 70. And I wasn't a happy camper. I felt like I was going to be dragged kicking and screaming into the walled city of old age, and I was never coming out. Then I decided to lean into that experience. And I wanted to reflect on the extraordinary in the ordinary, the wonder of each day. A diary format seemed a good way to do that. I also wanted to leave a time capsule for my grandchildren. So that was it, a gift for myself and a gift for my grandchildren. But after my son, Pat, died, my diary morphed into something more complex, including a legacy for him and a stealth indictment of our broken mental health system.
And it is broken. What can you tell us about Pat?
It's almost 6 years. I hope I can do this. Pat was funny, he was smart, he was creative, he was caring, he had tons of friends. He could also be a pain in the butt, especially when he was sick. He hated having a mental illness. He wanted to have a regular life. When he was at his sickest, I could still see in him an innocence, an authenticity, a generosity. He really loved living and he didn't want to die. He was a real person.
His real personhood comes out so beautifully in your writing. I know you are writing a diary, But I'm telling you, I felt like I was on the journey with you and with Pat. And what I was struck by was how intelligent and funny, I mean, intelligent funny, his words and his expression and his depth comes through in the way you write, even in your diary. It's really remarkable, Dede, that you started that journey without this intention of necessarily sharing your writing with the world, but the world really needs what you wrote. And would you read an excerpt now from your book?
Okay, to set the scene, it is April 26th, 2014. I'm in a busy restaurant, sitting in a cozy booth with Pat. He's treating me to an early birthday dinner. My birthday's not until late May. I order a glass of Chateau St. Jean Chardonnay. Pat orders the same. Good choice. Waiters always say that. Pat decides to order a bottle, 2 glasses for each of us. I worry about his budget, but this dinner is really as much for him as it is for me. Today's his payday. He hasn't had a paycheck in a long time. There were days in the past when I hoped and prayed my son would survive. He was often missing on the street, 5150 to a psych ward, or in jail. I remember one night in the middle of yet another crisis. I was home alone in my big house on a hill. I felt like a mother animal, any mother animal. Lion, tiger, bear, elephant, cat, dog, whose offspring was in mortal danger. I felt primal, obliterating, emotional pain. I started crying in my kitchen. The crying turned to screaming, a someone's being murdered kind of screaming. The screaming wouldn't stop. I wanted to smash every glass, cup, saucer, and dish in my cupboard. I wanted time to start over without the bipolar or schizoaffective disorder or whatever illness it was that no one could pin down. Whatever illness it was that was kidnapping my son and holding him hostage. It's been a long road from that night to this night. For the first time in 7 years, Pat has a job. Thanks to my mom's generous rental policy, he has a roof over his head. Thanks to me, he has a car, and his monthly utility, phone, and internet bills are covered. We talk about this. I want to start paying these bills myself, Mom, but can we wait until next month? My car's flashing a maintenance required light on the dashboard, and I don't know how much it's going to cost if it's not under warranty. Take care of your car, Pat, then we'll revisit your finances. Pat's bankruptcy filing was finalized March 22nd. Since then, he's been bombarded with letters from car companies congratulating him for his responsible decision. They're offering him deals on cars that don't require a down payment. He's also receiving new pre-approved credit card applications. This should be illegal. It's corporations preying on consumers who have a hard time managing their income and outgo. These letters and enticements are placing a bug in Pat's head. I'm thinking I should get another car, a new car, before I have to put more money into this one. The car Pat drives, and I own, is a 2006 Ford Focus. It's the same age as my Toyota Prius. I'm not planning on getting another car anytime soon. I say to Pat, I don't think you should take on new monthly payments. Your car should be good for quite a while if you take care of it. What if you lose this job? What if unexpected expenses come up? My squashing his idea is being ignored. I'll just have to cross those bridges when I come to them. At 45, almost 46, with an intractable tumor lurking in his brain, Pat is trying to dig himself out of a deep hole. He wants to feel successful. I won't push this conversation further this evening. After all, it is my birthday dinner. It's the first birthday dinner Pat's treated me to. It's probably my best birthday dinner ever. I want the guests at other tables to know what a special dinner the two of us are sharing. I want them to realize that this dinner includes, in addition to a side of grilled asparagus, another heaping side. All the meaning in the world. It's clear that others won't capture this moment, so I must, and I am.
You define the roller coaster of being family with mental illness in a way that I've never read before. And roller coaster isn't the right word because roller coasters can be fun. But it is the push and pull of and the balancing of supporting and being a guide and accepting. It's everything that you share in your story that families around the world will identify with. Why did you title your book Sooner Than Tomorrow, and why is there a carnation on the cover?
As I said, approaching the age of 70 was the catalyst for writing my diary. In its early pages, I say, it's later than I'd like, but it's sooner than tomorrow. By that I meant, I'm really a lot older today than I wish I were, but I'm younger than I'm going to be tomorrow. Towards the end of the book, when I use the phrase again, sooner than tomorrow is almost like a prayer. It's in reference to our non-existent mental health system. Millions of individuals and families are suffering horribly every single day. We need change now, this minute, not tomorrow. As for the carnation, our last Mother's Day, Pat invited me and my mom, who was 96, and his sister, my daughter, and her two little girls, to his house to have wraps and drinks. I brought folding chairs. Carrie, my daughter, brought beer and soda. We sat in a circle on Pat's bare hardwood floor. He gave each of us long stem white carnations. Carnations are the official flower for Mother's Day, and different colors have different meanings. White carnations represent pure love. Pink carnations represent a mother's eternal love. And that's why I put a pink carnation on my cup.
What do you hope that readers will take away from this story?
I hope Sooner Than Tomorrow reminds readers that each of us has one unique life. No one else will ever see and hear exactly what I see and hear or what you see and hear. Writing my diary forced me to watch and listen intently. I've never felt as alive as I did that year before or since. I'm not saying everyone needs to keep a diary, but as Maya Angelou said, listen to yourself. And in that quietude, you might find the voice of God.
Thank you so much, Dede. for touching our hearts, opening our minds, inspiring our lives with your remarkable book, Sooner Than Tomorrow, a mother's diary about mental illness, family, and everyday life. Thank you for opening your heart to ours. And on behalf of the Nautilus Book Awards team, thank you all.